So before AI, I had a very probably common feedback loop and dopamine loop when working, and it was pretty much closing Jira tickets. You worked for a day, for a couple of days, for a week, whatever. You close a Jira ticket, and now you have the dopamine injection, and you are happy. And then you go back on another ticket. Nowadays, I don't live in that world anymore. I don't have Jira tickets. It's a bit less structured, but I have a similar feedback loop with sessions with agentic engineering sessions. So pretty much, I have a terminal with a session with Cloud Code or Codex or whatever you have, and you work, and then you close the session, clear the context when the feature is done, and then you had the dopamine rush. The problem is, or it's not the problem, let's say it's the difference is that today I have 6 sessions open, or 8, or more, 3. It's not one task at a time anymore. It's half a dozen tasks. And the dopamine loop is kind of the same, right? So you finish the session, you close, you start the session, and you get the reward. The beauty of living in 2026 is that now I have more of that. I have an unimaginable amount of things that are giving me dopamine because the task has been completed. I have sessions, agent, minions, call it as you want, but the amount changed. It's not just one ticket at the time anymore. It's like 6 or 10 at the time. And the work changed because the way you focus is changed. Now you are orchestrating stuff. But the reward is always the same. The reward loop is always the same. You start a task, you finish a task, and then you jump on the next task. You never stop getting new tasks. And that's the loop that never ends. And that's beautiful because it's even better than before. It looks like it's also more energy draining, but that's just because now it's different. The focus shifted from, okay, I want to be in the zone, very concentrated on something. Today is more like, I have these 15 things that I want to work on. I start with one. I pick the 3 most important, or whatever is your way of working, and then you start working, and now you're waiting for the agent to come back because now everybody's also reviewing with other agents. I build a pipeline where Claude builds Codex reviews and Gemini reviews even more, and so now you are not vibe coding anymore like last year or 6 months ago, where you were jumping on Cloud Code and everything is fun and everything is super fast. Now is the quality level is getting higher because, well, we can afford multiple frontier models at the same time, and everyone has been trained differently with different reinforcement, and they are seeing things differently. They can cooperate. They are basically working together from different angles and different backgrounds, go figure, like a human team to actually achieve the goal. But that's slow. So now you have more of that. So pretty much like before, you had multiple teams working on multiple things at the same time. Now I find myself in a position where I have multiple teams working on different things, but I'm the only human. And the weird part is that I'm becoming the bottleneck. I find myself during the day overwhelmed from notifications by agents. They are waiting for my input. And I realize that I'm becoming the bottleneck. I am already probably the bottleneck. So what we do today is also gonna change because this doesn't scale anymore. So it's a very fascinating time because now I'm thinking, okay, what's gonna be my next version of the dopamine loop, the reward loop? Because now I have sessions. What's gonna be when I don't have sessions anymore because I have long running or whatever swarms of agents working on things? I don't know, nobody knows, but it's exciting. And that's probably the best part, because we don't know. We don't know what's gonna be in 6 months, but this is also the slowest that is gonna be. There is Dr. Mel Robbins that says, today we are living in the slowest reality that we will never ever experience. And I believe that because we are constantly accelerating. And if you look at numbers, it's like 2% of the people using AI. Nobody's using AI. We live in a bubble where we are testing models all days, all weeks, excited about the new things. The world is a different place. And I accept that. We're weird. But it's also very exciting for me. So I'm not working like I was working 3 months ago. And like I was working 6 months ago, it's the same thing. It's constantly changing. The way we work is constantly changing. And that's why I'm also struggling with call for paper for conferences, because I don't know how can I prepare something today that is still gonna be relevant in November when I go, talking around Europe. So, yeah. Nobody knows, but it's gonna be definitely exciting. That's the best part. Anyway, have a nice evening.